supported by and do not reflect those of the Evening Rush Network. Viewers' discretion is advised.
Queens of New York Podcast, live on the Evening Rush Network. Real, raw, and uncut Queens.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey.
Happy Monday, ladies.
Happy Monday.
I don't know how happy this Monday is. I'm tired, y'all.
You tired?
A bitch is tired. I thought I was young yesterday. That's why.
Well, where you was at? You went to the Biggie thing?
Nah, they had a bar crawl yesterday in Brooklyn.
Oh wow.
Oh, so a bitch. I thought I was young. I was out there with my sister and her friends. I thought I was young, But I was designated driver. I was designated driver anyway, so it wasn't like I was out there getting toe up like they was toe up. But you already know that it was like 95 degrees yesterday. So a bitch ankles was sweating. It was hot as shit. I didn't understand why it was so goddamn hot.
And we ain't even in June yet, and we ain't even in summer yet, and it's already flames ablazing.
Let me tell you something. Yesterday, because it was a bunch of youngsters out there. I don't want to say young, but they was 20s to they early 30s, and they was out there just a bunch of teachers too at that. A bunch of teachers. So I just want y'all to know, if y'all kids went to school today, their teachers was drunk.
Jesus, hungover.
Okay. Hung the fuck over, baby.
The teachers was outside, huh?
The teachers was outside. Niggas was doing the countdown. They was like, we got 2 more Mondays, and that's the fucking
Lord. Oh my God. How's everybody feeling?
I'm okay.
I was a little under the weather, but I'm better.
Yeah, I'm okay.
I'm glad you're better.
And how are you, Miss Lindsay?
I'm tired.
Oh, girl, yeah. I know that's right.
Tired. Like today, I actually I really feel it, but I'm tired. But I'm okay. I'm gonna say I'm good. I can't complain.
I feel you. We ain't gonna what it is we ain't gonna complain because you know what? Ain't nobody gonna listen.
Hello. What they gonna listen and talk shit after? Man, listen, I'm good.
I don't know why her ass tired. I don't know what the fuck she tired for.
I'll be like, yeah, if you only knew. Shoot. That's how I was like, let me just get the show done. Let's get this over with. And
let's get the show on the road so we can head up so I can go back to bed.
Literally.
Yes, and clearly I'm in a different setting. So you guys know I'm ready to do the show. Sorry guys, but today gonna be real quick and speedy.
I know that's right.
Amen to that.
I am literally pumping while I'm on air. Let's be very clear here. I am pumping.
She said, I'm a mother.
Bitch, I'm a mother. Okay. I gotta hold my baby.
I know that's right. Make it do what it does.
You can see. Oh, wait, that's a nipple. Hold on.
We didn't see a nipple. I just seen top of the boobie.
Okay, I was trying to show y'all the baby.
Okay, Janet. At the Super Bowl.
Exactly.
Oh, Lord.
My girl, but I ain't trying to expose the nip. I was trying to show y'all the baby, but yeah, he over there. But I have to I'm in a different setting today, just trying to catch my bearings, pump before I go on the road.
Right.
But anywho.
Hey, Ral, how are you? Happy Monday.
Hey,
Ral. Topic today.
Isn't it step parents' do's and don'ts?
No, today is what the roles of
a step parent.
Of step parents.
Step parents do's and don'ts. Don't goddamn it, don't do this and don't do that. This is what you allowed to do. This is what you can't do. Some people be like, "Oh, step parents ain't supposed to what they say ain't supposed to discipline your children." Let me tell you something. If my child is acting up in your presence, and me and you, we cool, and I know you ain't gonna be out here, trying to beat my child ass. Do what you gotta do,
right?
Because their ass need discipline, whether they're at home or not. It takes a village. Goddamn it.
My thing is just make sure you're able to, the way you want to, how can I put it? Just lead by example. Because a lot of times you have a lot of parents that come into the relationships and then they don't want whoever they're with to just don't say anything to their children at all.
No.
You know, so my thing is just be receptive. If you're gonna bring a person around your child, just make sure you're receptive of, you know, he or she might say something, you know, because my thing is, as long as they're not doing something in a disrespectful manner, they're not you know, causing them any bodily harm, then okay. Because my thing is, everybody's views on things is different. So the way I might address the situation with my child, another person might be like, well, you know, you might have was a little bit too hard on them. You know, I could probably relate on this situation better than you could.
My whole thing is that's your child.
Right.
You discipline your child is how you discipline your child.
But a lot of people don't see it like that.
And you go ahead and beat your child's ass, because I'm not condoning that either. I am for, don't get it twisted. I am for beating your kids, but I ain't for beating your kid's ass.
Oh,
geez. You get it? Because everybody, look, let me tell you something. I was beat. Right. I wasn't beat to a pulp, but my mother did pop me every once in a while, you know? And I think that's okay. Hopefully.
But my mother's situation, she always has, like, it was a person that she dated for a while, for like years and years and years. And she was like, you ain't got to like them, but respect them.
Right. Baby, what are you doing up there?
Like, you would have thought I had a whole cat the way she just sat her ass on my couch. Like, literally, that's what I'm like.
I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, she just sat her ass on the top of my couch. But that's my main thing. Granted, in my opinion, I think the person that you're with, the child should like, because it's only going to make tension in the household. It's only going to make it awkward, and it's only going to make it uncomfortable. And my thing is, you don't never want your child to be around someone they don't like. That's just
there also has, you have to find out what's the reason why they don't like them.
But what was the reason?
Because it could be a reason of your child just feels a different, you know, a different way than you feel. They may know something, they may see or know something that you don't see or know. Yes. So find out why your child don't like them. There's a reason why they just like, oh, I just don't like them.
That's normally
a reason. There's a reason why they don't like them. So find out what that reason is, and then maybe you have to get that motherfucker to boot too.
That's true. So is anybody is anybody a step parent?
Not me. I ain't got no kids, and I ain't got no man with no kids. So no, I ain't a step parent.
Well, I have been. But I still keep in contact with the children.
So you still a step parent? What do you mean? Yeah, still a step parent.
I would say.
Still bitch. That's still your child.
Yeah, they are. They still call me down south and everything. I still speak to them. So yeah, you know.
Okay.
What's your take on it? Because I know you got a couple of step kids.
I do. I got 3. I think that as long as the key to a successful like co-parenting, step-parent relationship is communication, boundaries, respect. I think that if we have those 3 in place, I think it will always work.
Right.
I don't only have to co-parent with my kids that I co-parent with West kid's mother too. He got 2 kids' mothers outside of me. So I had to, early in the game, we've been together for 11 years. So early in the game, you have to learn how to navigate, because that's 2 different personalities, 2 different women. You know what I'm saying? And everybody is a mama bear. Like nobody's coming in with the you know what I'm saying? Like you the girlfriend and I just like you. No, it doesn't work that way.
Right.
So everybody you have to have the tough conversations.
Because
there was definitely some tough conversations, and you know, there was some hiccups along the road, and there might still be some hiccups nowadays. We don't always agree.
Right.
I mean, you're never gonna always agree because everyone has their own opinion.
Right.
Everybody has their own opinion, And but the one thing I can say with the two of them is that they don't give me no grief when it comes down to their children. They don't try to interrupt me or interfere with how I parent their children.
That's good.
You should have enough trust in your kid's father to know that he wouldn't get with someone who would just been like, mean to his kids. And that's the same how I feel with my boys, their dad. Like, I don't interfere with anybody that he's dating because I trust him. Like, I know that you're not going to get with someone who's going to hurt your children. So my kids, you say that that's your woman, not just you. Like, it's not that my kids or their kids are calling like me mom or nothing like that. My stepkids, they'll call me like they stepmom, or they'll say stepmom, my second mom, mommy precious or something like that. But they want, it's not like they just like mommy or nothing like that. But my kids is not going around calling their dad woman mommy, but they have respect for her. You have to. It takes a village. Like Rainbow said earlier, it takes a village. We cannot think that one way of parenting is the end or be all. Kids are receptive to a lot of different methods, and if you don't put that out in the atmosphere, if you have all this drama in the atmosphere, your kids are going to gravitate to that drama. So like if they say like, oh, you don't like I don't like my stepmother or something happened.
Right.
You gotta get down to the bottom of it. And 9 times out of 10, it's the mother putting some type of like salt in the air. It's the father putting some type of salt in the air. It's different things with kids. The kids are impressionable, and if they like you, you know it. If they don't like you, you will know it. Kids are impressionable.
You know it either way, whether it's up or down.
Right.
I just think that there's a level of respect. So even when, say, all right, for instance, my stepdaughter, her mom, when it's like a lot of dealings, like if we want to plan like a vacation or they doing something with their daughter, she will come to me. Like she'll be like, well, what's up to plan this with you? Like, that's just really how it goes. Or, it's just like, oh, Precious, what do you think about this? They running by, or if I have something that I want to do with her daughter, I'm like, hey, this is what I want to do. She was like, oh no, do what you gotta do. It's really no pushback because we already done established roles and respect, and we done established boundaries.
And it's been like this for a while. It's not like it's fresh and new.
Yeah, like it's we both. None of us are going anywhere because they are essentially his family. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's another thing too. If you start looking at, I don't care if you tell me you didn't like your baby woman.
Y'all still connected.
Enough to have sex with her and produce a child.
Hello.
I don't care how you put it. Oh, she trapped me. Nobody can do too much trapping. It's ultimately up to the woman to keep a baby. I agree.
Absolutely.
But what did you do to prevent that pregnancy? You ain't caught up in there with condoms. Don't be talking about, oh, it was a drunk night. Oh, I was high. Like,
but when did you get to the point that you didn't like her? When she started playing your game with you?
That's a fact. And so I never would feed into any of that. Thank God my man never threw like salt on them or whatever, because that would have been corny and he would have been my man. But just the stories that I hear from men, you know what I'm saying? Like, men be trying to act like they don't know how they got there. You got here
right. You absolutely right. Some men and women, they be like, I don't even know how I got here. Bitch, you know how you got there.
You knew what you was doing. You just ain't think you was pan out this way.
You
spread eagle one night, and it was a good night for y'all.
It was a good night. It was, regardless of what. If I tell my boys, I don't care if she tell you that she on birth control. How you know she on birth control?
Exactly.
You still protect yourself, because if you know you don't want a kid with someone, if you know you don't want a kid or a kid with someone.
Hey Dawn.
How are you?
You get to protecting yourself. So I really do believe that, like, as long as you I don't try to interfere. I do not interfere. No, ma'am.
I know that's right.
I don't care if they have a disagreement. That ain't got nothing.
They ain't got shit to do with me. Don't bring that shit here. Right. I'm not picking sides. You're not gonna have me pick, because I'm your man, because you my man, I'm supposed to pick your side. But as a female, I may know where she came from. So in order to just get that. I don't tell me nothing. I don't know nothing about nothing. I don't want to hear it.
And ultimately, I wasn't there when y'all laid down and made these kids. So it's not my place. It's
right.
Not my
and that's what a lot of people tend to not pay attention to. It's not my position. It's not my place. I might could give you some advice on certain things, but at the end of the day, I still can't intervene but so much.
Yeah,
right.
I'm always promoting healthy situations. I never want to promote an unhealthy co-parenting situation because it only affects the kids. Like you guys are going back and forth about what when the kid is the one that's going to suffer in the end. So I always mind my business unless I need to interfere. So it could be correcting him, it could be correcting her, it could be correcting them, it could be correcting children. Right. I mind my business until I have to. You know what I'm saying? Like I have to say something, and 9 times out of 10, I don't have to say anything. And when I do have to step in, I definitely let whoever know you dead wrong, and this is how we're going to work this out. And then we move forward. Like, you know, like I said, it's not always easy. And like I know a lot of people see my situation and just be like, oh, you got it good. It took work. We are all individuals. It's literally there's 5 individuals here. There's my kid's dad, there's Wes kid's moms, and there go me and him. That's 5 different fucking personalities. Okay,
just by itself, just on that.
That's just with the parents. Look, that's just with the parents, and then you have to think about also because y'all kids are pretty much grown, so they also have an opinion of their own.
They do. Everybody.
So sometimes what mommy and what daddy say, well, that's not what I want to do.
But that's normally the case anyway. That's why they hop around step parent, mommy, daddy, auntie, uncle. Well, because everybody done said the opposite of what I wanted to hear. Somebody gonna give me the go ahead, and I'm gonna run with it, and then I'm gonna tell them and say this person said I'm good. But other people done said no, hell no, sit down, don't even ask me, don't even try it again. And then the minute they get what they want to hear, everything else went down the drain. And that's another thing. With co-parenting, you have to communicate. Yo, listen, so-and-so just asked me A, B, and C. I already told him or her no, this is the situation. So they're gonna hit you up. We gotta be on the team. The only thing I don't like about
be on the same accord.
Right. A lot of times, even like, you know, for example, like when Josiah was little, she would be on punishment at my house and I would send her to the grandma house. But homegirl outside, she doing what she playing, she enjoying life. I'm calling. Well, you know, she on punishment. Well, she on punishment at your house. She ain't on punishment at my house.
Nah, she on punishment. She's supposed to be on punishment everywhere.
Hello, and that's why I had
she did something she was not supposed to do. So you supposed to discipline her ass too.
Exactly. So I had to fix it and say, you know what? While she on punishment, she just won't go over there. So since we can't be on one accord and we can't be in agreement, I get it. You want to do certain things, y'all want to go places, but at the end of the day, she got to see, okay, you know, somebody got mommy back. I can't do certain things. A lot of things are not allowed. Certain things are not okay. So it's not really just with co-parenting and a relationship. It's also the aunties, the uncles, especially the grandmas, because they always got the extra soft heart, you know. Yeah, and a lot of times the grandmas,
grandparents are they just feel they're there for spoiling. They don't give a shit about discipline. You look, I disciplined your ass. You should know how to discipline your own kids. Now it's me. What they come to my house for is they come to get spoiled. I am grandma, and I'm here to spoil you, and that's it. No, and bring your ass back home to your mama.
Grandma's supposed to lead by example. Mommy said no. Daddy said no. You know what you wasn't supposed to be doing was right. So if everybody's on one accord, then they know, you know what? Let me get my act together. Let me make sure my shit is on my.
And then when you become a grandparent, let's see how the fuck you really feel.
And
your ass is like,
because grandparents don't work like that.
Well, the aunties and the uncles don't either, and that's why I said they don't. I had to learn the hard way. Like, you know what? Since y'all on punishment, y'all won't go over there this weekend because y'all not gonna be outside and playing and enjoying everything else and just saying, "Well, fuck what mommy said. I'm on punishment at home Monday through Friday, but Saturday."
Yeah, you talking that shit now until your grandkids come about. You be like, "Look at my baby face." It's all right. Go outside.
I got some time. So right now, that's my plan. You know.
Yeah, that's your plan till you see your grandkid face, and then you're gonna be like, It's all right, baby. Just go outside. I won't tell your mama.
Yeah, you know what's crazy?
That's what you're gonna say. I'm not gonna tell your mama. That's what you're gonna say. You're just not gonna let the mama know.
But you know what's crazy with my mother before she went to Florida years ago? The kids was a whole lot smaller. Biscuit was in diapers. Josiah was doing her own thing, and Josiah was like real small. She was almost damn near the child from hell because she was just fighting and getting kicked out and getting suspended. And I was like, where am I going wrong? And then my mother, come on, baby, it's all right. And it ain't. Because I was getting the hell beat up out of me, and you trying to rectify the situation. We was time out across the board, you know. But I get what you're saying because that's normally how grandparents. I was like, Mom,
Yo, in grandparents' eyes, their grandchild can't do no wrong, unless you was my grandmother, because my grandmother didn't give a shit about us.
Look, even when I was gonna phone my mother this weekend, I said, Mom, she messing with me. She stressing me out. She said, tell my baby to go for a walk because you're probably bothering her. I'm the daughter. How you gonna just tell her to go for a walk? And we just laughed it off. And I was like, yeah, grandparents don't even care what age they are.
They don't give a shit about. Look, once you have kids, your parents don't give a shit about you. It's all about the grandkids. Like I said, unless you was my grandmother, because my mother's mother, she didn't give a shit about none of us. Any of her grandkids?
That's not to say.
I don't know who the fuck raised her, but she ain't give a shit about us grandkids.
Lord. A co-parent is definitely a way supposed to be for 100% communication, because you have a lot of people that play them step parents and them co-parents, and they play them against each other, and then you wonder why it's a whole big mess because the child did this, the child finagled this person. Communication be the main thing. So as long as
they be knowing who the pushover is, that's what it is. Yes. They know who the pushover is, and they be like, oh well, if mommy and daddy told me no, Mama Karen gonna say yeah.
Right. But you also got to look at it too. Communication is the main thing. So even if let's say if I'm the pushover and dad or stepdad is not the pushover, you know, as long as there's communication amongst the adults, listen, he gonna hit you up or she gonna hit you up. They gonna ask for this. This person,
I don't know. Sometimes these kids be they be a little quicker than you think. These kids be quick.
Lord,
yeah,
that's the problem. You know what? It's so much technology that you be like, oh, I'm a call. They be in text message them and be like, well, can I go outside?
Right. You took
and then they got that right away.
Right.
And then they like, oh shit. Well, I already told them they could go outside.
Man, listen. But then
tell them to bring their ass back inside.
Right, that's what I'm about to say. In situations like that, you got to be like, you know what? All right, you got to pass the day. Let me know what's good next time.
What you say? Oh, you played me. Now your ass on punishment for 2 more weeks. I don't fucking know.
Lord,
I ain't got no kids. That's how it is. I ain't got no kids. I ain't got no stepkids. But I know if I get any, they may not like me.
You're not an auntie or godmommy or anything?
I got 7 godkids. I got 1 sister. I supposedly got 2 sisters, but we ain't gonna count one of them.
Oh God. Okay. Don't worry about
it. You said, Andy, you would trade your sister for a taco.
I'm gonna trade both of them, 2 of them for a taco.
I would trade 2 of my sisters for a taco. I'll keep X, Y, and Z. I was like, oh no, I wouldn't trade my sister for a taco.
Oh no,
I do have 2 sisters. One of them, you absolutely right, Envy. I would trade one of them for a taco. It ain't even gotta be a good taco.
Don said you got 7 godkids.
I got 7 godkids. So let me tell you something. So my cousin, 2 kids, is my godchildren. My best friends, so it's 2 of them. Both them got 2 kids. Those 2 is my godkids. And then I got another goddaughter that lives in PA. I don't know how the fuck this happened. I don't know why I just kept saying, hey, no problem. I'll be your godmother.
Hello, Facebook user. We don't know who you are. It just came up as Facebook user, but good evening.
Hello.
You find yourself in situations with your godchildren or your niece and nephew try to play both parts amongst godmommy or
let me tell you something. All my godkids know better. Okay? Especially the 2 that live in this house. They know better because I am the nah, it's not happening type.
Hey, Cream Puff, how are you?
Hey, Cream Puff.
Are you the main
yes, this is my goddaughter can't stand me. Okay, let me tell you, can't stand me. She comes upstairs. She's like, I'm like, what you coming? She comes upstairs with an empty cup. I said, what you come up here for? I came to get some tea. I said, did you ask your mother?
Right.
She's like, I said, well, go back downstairs and ask her because your dad can't have no damn tea.
That's why she came upstairs.
She came upstairs with empty ass cup thinking that she's like, oh shit, why did you have to be the bitch up here? Is what she was thinking in her head, like, why was it you? And then my mother comes out her room and she was like, you can't have no tea. She's like, oh. I could have got away with it. What they say in Scooby Doo, I could have got away with it if it wasn't for you, your meddling kids, and that damn dog. Yep. If it wasn't for me, her ass would have got away with some motherfucking tea.
Jesus. I can't with you. I can't. But have you been in a situation, Precious, that the kids try to play both parties, and it kind of got like kind of rocky and upsetting?
The kids always play both parties. The kids play all of us. All of the kids.
Really?
Yeah. To this day, they still do the same thing. All of the kids are very well connected. They consider each other siblings, so they all.
That's good. That's good.
And every kid play everyone.
Wow.
We get played often. I'm always getting yelled at for getting played. Wes always like, oh, they played you again. Like, you don't listen, but I told you before. And I'm like, whatever. That's what they supposed to do. Like, it's normal. That's what they're gonna do. They play everybody. They do. Most kids try to play everyone.
Mm-hmm.
They do. We all get got. So
I mean, don't get it twisted. Everyone gets got every once in a while, but it ain't like it's all the time thing.
No,
I haven't got yet. I guess because my communication. Well, no, I wouldn't say I got yet because my kids don't be knowing if I'm still.
Nah, it's because they know who the parents that is gonna be like, never mind.
Right, but
they
like,
know
say,
they know who to try and who not to try.
Josiah tries it sometimes, and Biscuit tries it sometimes with his father. I'll say something, and then he'll be like, "Oh, well, I spoke to my dad, and he said A, B, and C." And then, mind you, we had already spoke about it. So, mind you, we was already aware of the plan that they was going to try to implement. So, by the time we put each other on the phone, we'd be like, oh, really? So, we said that? And that's what we said was going to happen? And that's what we said we was going to do?
They don't be caring. And they don't be caring if they get caught neither.
Man, listen.
They don't be caring. They be like, I'm going to try it anyway because I'm going to see what the fuck I can get away with. Let's see if I can get away with it. I know he said no. I know she said no. But let's see if I could trick them into believing that one of them said yes. And if I get caught, oh well, fuck it.
But you know what's crazy? Because I be busy doing so many different things. I be sitting back and I be like, didn't I tell you no? Or didn't I just answer that? I be having to ask myself, like, don't try to play me because I know I ain't bugging. So certain times they don't even gotta play amongst, whether a step parent or auntie or uncle. Because sometimes I think they be trying to get me because
gaslight you like no other.
Yo, I had to tell them stop asking me questions while I'm asleep. I wake up, Biscuit, where you at? Oh, I'm outside at the pump. Who told you? You did. I'm just waking up. Yeah, I spoke to you while you were asleep. Really? So now I can't say I said it or I didn't say it because my ass is asleep. So I had to tell
you can't say yes or no.
Stop talking to me while I'm asleep so I can record 100% what the hell going on. Because they damn sure was getting me that way. See, so you got tried. You got tried a lot. Yeah. That's why I be like, listen, you know what? And you got to sit back and be like, hold up. I know I didn't get woke up or I don't recall. But then when you sleep, you don't even know. You like, yeah, okay, whatever. Go ahead.
You don't have to be up. If you heard something and you say, yeah, you ain't even got to be fully up. You don't even know what the fuck is. You have no idea what's going on. None.
Yeah, listen. So I ain't need to get got with a step parent or auntie because they damn sure got me. I'll wake up. Why my house quiet? Look at the phone. It's early. Where you at? Oh, we so and so. Who told you to go there? Ma, we spoke to you. No, you did. Oh, you did. We spoke to you when you were asleep. So that's why don't ask me, can you use nothing in my room while I'm asleep? Don't ask to go nowhere while I'm asleep. Listen, we not even about to play this game because ain't no
don't ask me no questions. None.
While I'm asleep. What you say?
I said, don't ask me no questions. None.
Right. What you said, Precious?
I'm always getting got.
For real? Lord. Whether you sleep or whether you're awake?
I always get got. Say that one more time for me, Envy.
I said
whether you awake or whether you sleep.
Hi, Erica, how are you?
Whether I'm awake or asleep, they always get me. They everybody think I'm the soft parent until I get pissed off. Now, if I see you really just trying to play me, it's different. But I be knowing that they be getting me. I know it. Like they think they smarter than me, but I know they getting me. And so,
but this is the whole thing is there are just things that you're supposed to do as a teenager, like, right? So as a parent, you like, all right, well, you want to go outside, all right, go outside, whatever it is.
Right, John. She is the soft parent.
Yeah, I'm the soft parent. So it's like when they ask me, I be like, what? Why do you want to go? And they be like, oh, cause mom or Precious. I be like, oh, you know, go. But if you go and you get in trouble, you better not say nothing. So, prime example, right? So the other day,
how are you, Erica?
Hi, Erica. So
that's my cousin, Monty. That's my cousin.
Hey, Monty, how are you? Thanks for joining us.
Westside got all of us new phones.
Okay.
So, everybody, he told the kids that they all had to give him back their old phones. So JoJo was trying to hold on to his phone. I don't know why. He wanted to take both phones. Like, he just wanted both phones.
He wanted to look like he was a man. He wanted to look like he was out here macking them hoes.
Yeah.
Even though Wes told him, and Wes was adamant about getting the phones back, JoJo came to me like, Mom, I'm just trying to see if I go. Like, Mom, just let me hold the phone down until Monday or whatever. Right? So I'm like, all right, cool. Wes like, JoJo, where the phone? It was just in the window. He was like,
right.
But what happened was, he was like, JoJo, who told you to take the phone? JoJo gonna say, Mommy. I said,
you just gave me up. You threw you up under the bus, baby girl.
Just like that.
Just like that, up under the bus.
Wes was like,
wow.
Wes was like, Precious or whatever. And and so I was like, I said to him, I was like, damn, JoJo, you sold me out. He said, I wasn't selling you out. I was just trying to say, Mom, like, you know, can you kind of help me out? I said, no, you sold me out.
Right.
Oh, yes.
Oh, God.
So, yep. You know, but that's the typical things that happen. If something happened, like, we have to be a united front. We was a united front. I just got caught not being a united front. Like,
JoJo threw you under the bus. I was trying to say, Mommy, help me out. Nah, nigga. He said, who said you could have a phone? And you immediately said, Mommy. Don't do me like that.
Man, listen.
You should have said, Mom, who said I could keep the phone? And Mommy would have been like, oh, no.
I would have been like, bro, just put the phone back. But, he threw me under the river.
So kids definitely gonna try it. But what
they will throw you under the They will throw you under the bus in a heartbeat. Anything so they don't get in trouble.
Honey, and half the time they just make it bad because the person you done sold out, now they mad at you and they ain't gonna help you no more. So everybody mad at each other now.
I don't get mad because I don't get mad. I don't get mad. You wanna know why I don't get mad? Because Wes can't beat my ass. So I be like,
oh Jesus.
Oh my God. Look, we're not gonna say he can't. He just ain't going to.
Right.
You see that, man? Yeah.
Clearly, sure, that's a big nigga.
Girl.
But definitely. But no, I just don't, he know I'm the sole parent. They all know I'm the sole parent. The kids' mothers know I'm a sole parent.
Wow.
The boys' dad know I'm a sole parent. Cause I just feel like we gotta let them do teenage stuff. Like I
always run into at least one person. Let the kids just be kids. They gotta be.
I mean, that is to a certain extent that is me. Cause I feel like you gotta learn some shit on your own. You let me tell you something. The way you find out shit you will not ever do again is because you done did that shit. And you like, I ain't gonna do that. You need life experiences.
Yep, life is his own teacher. I'm gonna give you a warning because I might foresee something that you might not see.
I'm gonna give you enough rope to hang yourself.
Hello. But before we go any further, we already on our 30-minute mark. We're gonna pay these bills. If y'all looking to come on the network, we definitely have room. please inquire, please hit us up. And also, this is how you go about it.
Looking to podcast shows and do not know where to start? The Evening Rush Network can help you with that. Call us at 929-441-2417 or email us at theeveningrushnetwork@gmail.com for dates and prices. We got you for all your podcast needs. The Evening Rush Network. Tune in, subscribe, and share.
Queens of New York Podcast.
We're back. Y'all queens are looking awfully lovely today.
Thank you. I'll be trying.
We ain't come to play today.
So it's the lips for me on you.
It's the lips on me for you to hear that. I just came through today.
Applying a little pressure. We got to apply a little pressure today.
I don't know if they ready, y'all.
Don't come for us.
How do you spice up your love life with or without toys?
Nice, slow, simple, mellow.
No judgment here. Yeah.
See what he was trying to do with that toy. I'm going to take it easy.
Spice it up.
Any suggestions when using different toys and stuff?
A little bit of lube. Playing with your nipples, sucking on your neck.
Oh my God.
You won't need nothing if it's hitting.
Naturally juicy, naturally wet.
Right? I ain't trying to be out of order.
I'm a pleasurable treat. Don't be afraid to incorporate your partner into the play.
Get into it.
And that's
The way
they
they advertising this rose, we might not need extra party.
It's Monday.
Real, raw, and uncut queens. Live on the Evening Rush Network.
And we're
Yeah.
back.
That commercial gets me every time. Every time it gets me. And I always look at Precious when she had her fruit and she was like, let them know.
Yes. Oh my God.
I know, and I was tearing them fruits up, to be honest. I wish I had some right now.
Yeah, girl.
Yeah, no, like I have to leave. I have to get off the air. You guys, I'm so sorry. But to close out my part that I was saying, when it comes down to a successful step parent, how to be a successful step parent, you just need to have boundaries. You need to have respect. Open communication is
definitely.
All of that drama is whack. Like, if you can avoid drama with the other parent, please do, because it's really corny and it's not conducive to the kids' growth. They shouldn't be growing up in that toxic ass environment. So you want to create a healthy environment for the children, and so you got to put your feelings aside.
But when does a step parent stop step parenting, so to say?
Well, I don't know. I ain't get there.
No, I'm just saying in general. When does a step parenting?
Hey, TK. I guess you mean like in what certain situations, right?
No, just in general. Like, let's say, granted, when you're ending a relationship with a person, does not always necessarily mean you're cutting the children off as well. And
you still got step kids.
No, that's what I'm saying.
You know what? I feel like it all depends on how good of a relationship you actually have with your stepchildren.
With the children, right? And a lot of times, but that's the thing. You run into a lot of people that say, "F the person I was with," and unfortunately, F those kids too, which is always not a good thing.
That means they never really liked them kids,
and that's how I was looking at it as well.
But regular parents be like, "Fuck them kids."
Right. All the time. Let me pack up my suitcase now. Oh.
Let me tell you something. So do them teachers. I'm telling you, all them teachers yesterday was like, "Fuck them kids."
Girl. Man, oh man. I say that all the time. Yo, I'm out.
Let me tell you, one of the girls I met yesterday, she was like, "Yeah, I'm a teacher and a dean." She's like, I'm gonna let them kids fight. If they gonna fight, they gonna be fighting. She's like, they asses to be out for the entire year. I'm like, ain't no more. In 2 weeks, ain't no more.
But it's not for the job. It's not for the teacher or the dean to separate.
Nah.
Anyway.
So in the deans, so they say now in the dean's job description, they're supposed to be ones who out here stopping fights. I said, let me tell you something. If one of them goddamn kids start fighting, I'll mistakenly get hit. Look, they ain't really gonna hit me, but I'm gonna make it seem like they hit me, and I'm falling the fuck out on the goddamn floor. I'm out for the rest of the year, for the summer, and maybe for the next part of the winter.
And that's right.
Why is that my job to break up these grown ass kids from fighting?
Because that's school safety job.
And charter schools don't have school safety.
Certain schools
do.
Charter school
Some
is
do,
in
some
a public
don't.
school, yes. And what you said, TK? It depends on the situation. Rainbow, I can't see.
It depends. She said, I think it depends. Depends how the situation, if there's going to cause issues when they cut ties.
Yeah.
Okay, like breaking. Okay. Oh, you're talking about what? To my question. When do you stop parenting? Okay.
Right, because in some people's relationship, whether you have, depending on how old the kids are too. Like,
oh yes, okay.
If you have if they have younger children, you can't be a step parent with with the ex, because y'all ain't talking to each other. But if they have older kids where they can communicate with you on their own,
I think even when the child is young, you can still step parent to an extent, because you got to remember, for one.
No, I'm talking about if y'all break up.
No, but what I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. Even it mainly depends on how long you were in a relationship with that person. If you was just in a relationship for a couple of months, then okay. But if you have actual time invested and you've seen this child grow up, whether it was a newborn and you came into the relationship with them having a newborn child, or even fostering a child, you understand what I'm saying? And they're growing, and it's 5 years later, 6 years later. So now you don't want to open school night, you don't help with homework, and now it's okay. Listen, the relationship is not working. Little Johnny's 6 years old, but I'm not going to be with his mother. In certain situations like that, I also feel you can still step parent. You just have a little bit more limitations.
Well, it all depends though, because see, that kid is kind of young. So if the mother does not allow you to be a part of that child's life after,
it's gonna be hard.
I know.
Right, it's definitely about the allowance of it, correct.
Then you gotta that part is kind of tricky, but hold on.
He said, I don't want to put that on.
Right. He's like, I don't want to go right now.
Oh my God.
I don't want to put that on.
Yeah, but we need it. But anyway, so it really all depends on the ages of the child, the length of the time.
You fell, baby girl.
Separating from my son kids, they are older, but it's been so many years. Like I know them since they were kids, like for real.
Yeah, but like both of y'all were saying, it would be kind of hard. Like if like brand new kids, and then I get it, y'all been together 5 or 6 years, but the child is only 5 or 6, but it's still a little hard to try to maneuver that around. I just hope that even if you're allowed, if you're whoever you were with would still allow you to be in the child's life, because you haven't been a part of the child's life for a good little time.
Right.
That's the whole thing. Is I get it. Me and you didn't work out, but you have to still remember that I was also in that child's life. Like I'm a part of the village. You can't kick me out.
You can kick me out, but that doesn't.
No, don't kick me out. I'm part of the village. Mm-mm.
But you got to look at it. My thing is it really worth fighting for? Or is it really worth fighting when the child is biologically not yours? You understand what I'm saying?
It depends on how close you and that child was. Because sometimes, let me tell you something. Blood does not make your family.
You are 1,000% correct.
Okay? So whether that is your biological child or not, if y'all have a bond, it doesn't matter whether that's your child or not.
But like I said, it's to a certain extent. I'm not going to fight with my ex if the child is young and trying to be there, because now he's in a whole nother relationship. He got a whole new boo. And now it's like, well, after the time me and you had together, after the fact that you had an impact on my child in a good way, now I'm going to just move on. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not going to fight and pull teeth for somebody in that situation. I can see
and you shouldn't, because it isn't conducive to your own health either. Like mental health. Like you over here fighting over, I'm not saying fighting over a child, but you over here trying to have a relationship with someone else's child, but they don't want you to have a relationship with their child. It's not necessary. It's unnecessary, because it's not healthy for you.
Correct.
Like you can't force yourself into a situation. That's what I'm saying. Like you can't force yourself into that. If the other parent, like, or even if the person you was with is bitter and it's like, oh, you can't see my child no more. as much as it may hurt my feelings, I'm
right.
out. Like
I gotta go.
That's why I said certain fights are not worth the fight. So my thing is,
you gotta pick your battles. You can choose the battles.
Best what they say, best to leave certain things alone. And in certain situations, I'm not gonna pull teeth. Listen, granted, me and you ain't on a good foot. We cutting ties. I'm sorry, little Johnny. I gotta love you from a distance. When you get older, you still remember me. I'm still here. But as of right now, I'm sorry. You know, and that's how a lot of people don't know how to let go and don't know how to move on because they want to fight. Oh, I've been there since they was born, and I did this and I did that. And then you gotta remember.
But my whole thing is, then you did that after kindness of your heart.
Right,
you shouldn't be worried about what I did this, I did that, I did this, I did that, because that was solely because that's something that you wanted to do. Me and my ex are not together anymore. Oh, Rel wrote this. Me and my ex are not together anymore, but I met her when her twin autistic daughters were 9. Right. They're 21 now, and I'm still in their life, and it's nothing I wouldn't do for them.
See,
okay,
exactly.
But she allowed you to be in their life after y'all broke up. But if she had decided to say, fuck that, Rels, you can't be a part of their life no more, what would you have done?
Exactly.
The whole thing is, what could you have done? You couldn't have done anything if she said, fuck out of here. Pretty much.
And that's definitely
real man, Joe. Right, Dawn.
Absolutely.
That's definitely a real man. Instead of trying to walk one out on them kids because the mama, you continue.
But it's not even just him walking out. It's the question is, if the mother didn't allow him to stay, then what?
Yeah, no, that's an action.
He said he would be hurt, but he'd understand. He'd have to understand.
Hey, Vet Green, how are you? Absolutely, you would have been, hurt. You would have had to understand. Unfortunately, you would have had to respect it, and you would just have to hope them kids had got older and remembered you and reached out to you on their own. You understand?
That's another reason why I'm glad I ain't with no man and got no kids, because let me tell you something. I get attached very quickly. Okay, so if you think you're gonna leave me and I ain't gonna be in these kids' life, nigga, you got another fucking thing coming, because them's my kids now. Them's my kids.
Let me tell you this.
Listen, the kids are us.
Wes could go, but he gotta leave them 3 kids.
Right? Like, nah, nigga, you got me fucked up.
Wes could go, but
nah, seriously, when you put it, I'm not gonna say, oh well, immediately, but if you put in years in, you put your time in. Them's your kid. Them's my kids now, my nigga.
Right,
we share them kids, whether we together or not.
And there's nothing that Wes wouldn't do for my kids either. So we both feel the same way.
Exactly.
And that's
even if y'all happen to break up, which is not gonna happen. I'm not doing some
wood. We broke up before. Hold on.
Girl, bye. We talk about again. It ain't gonna happen again.
We had broke up and we lived in the same house. And,
I know. Y'all sleeping in the same bed. Fuck living in the same house. Y'all sleeping in the same
bed. We was sleeping in the same bed. And I would not talk to him and my kids. And we lived in his house. Like, he owns a home. It wasn't like he was living in my house. We lived in his house, and he still made sure.
Said, and where you think I'm going, nigga? Nowhere.
No, he told me. He was like, you and the kids are, this is your home. Y'all do not leave. I was like, and I looked at him. I was like, ain't nobody told you I was leaving, but nice to know.
Jesus. And look, throughout the breakup, y'all had time. Y'all had to figure it out. And if it was destined, now look, y'all got a baby together, and y'all still moving strong.
Yeah.
But that's another part of adulting. Sometimes y'all might just need a break. At the end of the day, it's not even about people outgrowing each other. Sometimes people just need their space to find themselves. A lot of people want relationships,
they didn't have any
families, and all that.
They lived in the same house and sleeping in the same bed.
What you said?
I said they didn't have no space. They was sleeping in the same house and sleeping. They was living in the same house and sleeping in the same bed. They didn't have any space. It's just that she wasn't talking to him, so she was like, "Fuck this shit." You know what?
But you could get space in different ways. You understand what I'm saying? Just from the lack of communication, just from her not speaking to him, just from him being on.
Just from her, no. She said, "You know what, nigga? I'm not cooking you no food."
No, nothing.
But it make you realize this is what I want, or this is not what I want. This is the route I want to go through with it. I'm gonna get my shit together. This is not the route that I want to go. You know what? Fuck it. I'm outside. I'm doing this, that, and the third. He could have been doing whole shit. You understand what I'm saying?
Whole shit. Whole shit.
So his whole face is gone because, as you can see, y'all got a whole baby and y'all working on the family. Y'all still union.
Listen. Let's be very clear and very transparent. He was doing whole shit. Because we were not together, so you can do whatever whole shit you
when you're right, when you're not together, right? But his whole phase is over.
But he came back begging.
See,
he didn't just come back begging. He asked Papa Bear too. He was like, "Tell her I love her, and I'll never do it again."
He definitely went to my
as he should. Grown man shit.
Okay. Oh, let's be very clear here. He definitely was doing whole shit, and I was like, "Oh, okay." But he wasn't my man.
I could do whole shit too, but I don't want to.
Right.
Don't think I can't do whole shit because I can, but I don't want to.
That should be crazy.
It was what it was, and now we got a whole baby. You know, of course, that's a time in our life that we needed to go through that.
Exactly.
That whole situation made y'all bond stronger.
Right, because my thing is, it's either going to work or it's not going to work. You only know once you take that break from each other. A lot of times people force relationships, force parenting, force everything without even taking a break and reevaluating this whole situation. And that was like, well, damn, maybe if I would have tried this way, or maybe if I would have tried this way, then maybe it would have been better. But a lot of times people don't do that because even parenting, we don't come with instructions. We gotta
there's no instructions for parenting, but y'all also be like, fuck them kids, send them to their grandparents' house, and that's how y'all get your quiet time.
You ain't gonna keep saying we say that. You ain't gonna keep telling our business that we say that.
I'm pretty sure my mama said fuck them kids many a times, but can never get rid of us.
I have said fuck them kids plenty of times too.
Let me tell you something. I know for a fact my mama said fuck them kids. When my mother used to make me take my sister everywhere, she was like, fuck them kids. Ronisha, take Simone outside.
Well, at least you had to take her outside. Shit, my mother was on flight time, and it's crazy how history repeats itself unintentionally.
That's
my
what you do.
Vacation, man, my mother was all over the place, and now I'll catch a flight in a minute. If I feel like I'm overwhelmed tonight, and I find a flight that's cheap, I'm out in the morning. Bye, y'all.
The problem was when my sister was like born. My mother had just started her job, where she was working, so she couldn't really just take vacation all willy motherfucking nilly like that.
Right.
So she was like, a bitch needs to sleep. So what happens is, Ronisha, take your sister to the park. Ronisha, take your sister outside. Ronisha, you said you was going where? All right, go take your sister. I was a parent at 12. And niggas be like, well, why you ain't got no kids? Because I done had to raise me a couple of motherfucking kids already.
I know that's right.
Shit.
I done had to raise me a couple of kids. You ain't know?
Man, listen.
That's why I ain't got no babies now.
Well, you got like 7, 8 godchildren. So
I got 7 godkids. And 2, let me tell you, 2 of them godkids, that, let me tell you, anybody in the circuit know my godson, because that nigga was always at my hip.
This is me like the Sean Brown.
Ooh. What happened?
I don't know. We got some technical difficulties.
I don't know. They difficulties. We heard somebody say Sean Brown. I don't know.
Uh-oh. Mr. Producer about to be fired.
Fired.
No, but do you see yourself being that, like you said, you don't have any children, your hun doesn't have any children, and do you like, let's say you don't have any biologically right now, do you see yourself being a foster parent at all? Because even being a foster parent is like step parenting, so to say.
What I feel like is, if I don't have any biological kids, God is just telling me to go and travel the world, is in my thought pattern. Because that's all I'm gonna do. Because if I don't have nothing to keep me grounded, I'm catching a flight and I'm out.
But you know what's crazy? I'm actually certified to be a foster parent. I just have to open my own up. And I was thinking about it, but my thing is, it can go one of two ways. Because when you fostering a child, they give you 6 months to like, in other words, to house a child so the parent can get themselves together.
And that's my whole thing is I don't want to build any bonds with someone else's child because I'm like, well, where do you think you're taking my child?
But you gotta look at it. Every situation be different. You understand what I'm saying? So, like in the first, right? Because for one, your kids get attached to the child, you get attached to the child. The first 6 months of foster parenting is for the parent, the biological parent, to get his or herself together so they can get the child back. So if it doesn't work in that 6 months, then the next 6 months is for you to adopt the child, continuously keep the child, put in the paper.
So my whole thing is, in 6 months, the first 6 months, you don't think me and the child have already adapted to each other.
And that's already my child.
I'm creating food, shelter, and clothing for this child. This is my child now. And now you're going to tell me, oh, well, his mama ain't on drugs no more, so she won't take him back. Fuck out of here.
But it's not even that, because even as a foster parent, you have to keep those weekly visits, monthly visits, or whatever for him or her to to still have a bond with their parent. So now, could you imagine you creating structure in your house? You go to bed at this time. You're doing homework. You're doing this. You're doing that. You're going to eat this type of way. We're going to get this together. And then they go see their parent that particular time for that, for that week or for that month or however. No, don't do that. He or she is not your parent, your mother, your father. Don't listen to them. Now that's where it creates friction. You get what I'm saying? Now it's like a catch-22.
I don't got time for that. I be like, look, you can't even keep your child. Don't fuck with my shit.
Lord, and that's another.
Me and the biological mother be out here having fights because I'm like, nah, we gonna set some structure. This is why your ass ain't got your child now. And fuck around, you ain't
right, and that's why I haven't opened my home up. My certifications is on the wall and everything, because whenever I'm ready, I can. But then it's like, is it worth the fight? When the first 6 months can go either way. The first 6 months you're grooming, you're getting to know the child. So for you to say, you know what, y'all, you don't learn some manners, you don't learn whether prayer, you don't learn how to carry yourself as a young lady, a young man, for you to just, sometimes certain parents might be like, I may like this. Other parents might be like, no, we're gonna do it this way. So now it's like the child has confusion. Now you're just stuck in a whirlwind. So even foster parenting is a form of step parenting.
That's what I said. That I'm not. That's not. Now that's my child.
Yes,
I had the motherfucker for 6 months. That's my child.
But you got to remember, you're right, Vet Green, for the 6 months, that is definitely considered your child. But
now she said she ain't giving them back. She not giving them back, because that's why it would be a challenge for her, because she not giving the kids back. That's it. Right. That's my child.
But that's it. My thing is, you
might as well let me adopt them. That's it.
Right. But my thing is, you know what you're getting yourself into when you sign up. That's why my house is not open, because my thing is, do I want to have the opportunity and the big question mark of, damn, he or she has interacted with my family, they in school, we got a sister, we getting up, we going to school, we going to daycare, to be like, well, so-and-so's going back home. How do you even explain that to your child?
But you know what it is? Some people that they are, what you said, especially if they come from a really difficult background.
Absolutely.
But some people, I know me, and I know that I'm not going to want to get a child up. So I would never foster, because I already know that would break my heart.
Right. Okay.
But there are people out there that they don't get attached quickly.
But
I'm not that person.
But they also have it as kin care too, meaning, let's say your sister had a child and she had a tragic situation and they removed the child from the home, and you said, you know what, I'll take Sarah, just so she doesn't go in the system. Now you're developing a system. Now you're co-parenting still without realizing, because at the end of the day, granted, there's limitations for your sister, but the child is, in your custody. So now when it's time for the child to hopefully go back to your sister, their parent, now it's like, it's still
what? In that aspect, I think that it would be easier for me to give the child back, because I know it's going. It's like it's not like I'm never going to see the child again. You get it?
Well, in that case, right. But Erica said newborns and toddlers only, and that's what I actually agreed to. I agreed to 0 to 6 years.
That would definitely not work for me, because you're damn sure not getting back a newborn or a toddler. Hell no.
You not co-parenting, you the parent?
Nope. You want a brand new baby?
Yes. I would take a new baby from the hospital.
A newborn? I gotta say I had a baby. This is my child now, for real. We done had bonding time. I done put that baby on my bare chest. Nope. Nope.
Oh my God. See, but if you look at it, it's definitely different forms of step parenting. You understand what I'm saying? Without even realizing it. Simple advice, you have work with kids.
But please, if for fostering, if I had to foster a newborn or a toddler, and then in 6 months they was like, well, their parent is all better, I gotta get a child back. We really gonna have to step parent because that's my child too, bitch.
But a lot of times that's how you develop relationships. Right. But it's also at the discretion of the biological child. But that's why I said we step parent and don't even realize it. Whether we working with kids, whether we not working with kids. You understand what I'm saying?
Thank you, Facebook user. Don't really know who you are.
I think that's Cream Puff. Thank you. We appreciate it.
That's still Cream Puff? Okay, thank you, Cream Puff. Let me I don't know. I'm one to get attached. We already look, what did we say? My love language is quality time. So if a bitch spend quality time with you, I might be in love with you in 2.2 seconds. But
if you look at it, even if you're in a relationship with a person with children and they bring the children around into the relationship, it's still like a fostering situation because God forbid you and him break up.
This is why my man, I'm glad he ain't got no kids, because you think you gonna break up with me and I ain't gonna have them babies? Tell their mama to bring their kids, bring my babies here.
Bring my children home.
Bring my children home. I'm not even a child. I don't even like kids like that. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I don't even like kids. But let me tell you something. If I spend enough time with somebody's children, they my family, and that's that.
That right. But a lot of people don't look at it like that. You gotta remember,
other people's kids, you can send their asses home right now. I don't give a shit.
I can't with you. But you got to remember, some people don't know how to adult and don't know how to leave a situation on good terms. Granted, it might have got ugly. A lot of people don't know how to adult. Either whether it's fostering, whether it's ending a relationship, whether it's just a married couple just having to split ways. A lot of people don't know how to adult. And that's why a lot of times the kids, unfortunately, become pawns in a relationship or in a breakup. So it's like a catch-22 because we become step parents unintentionally. Unintentionally, whether you work with kids, because me working with kids for years, hey, Miss Miles, can I do this? And I don't have no money and I'm hungry, and you see yourself getting attached to the child just like the children.
Let me tell you, so Kawan worked for AAU. So there's a lot of these kids and they didn't have no money. I remember at one point we had to share a hotel room with one of the goddamn boys for basketball and had to, I ain't gonna say clothe him, but we had to feed him the entire time. I was like,
see, step parenting unintentionally, yo.
It is.
Because you got to remember, when you have a certain amount of kids and you have an unprotected sex, you're never really calculating having a child into your budget. So you're unexpectedly, the chances of having a child. But then when reality hit down, it's like, damn, but I've been outside and I've been doing this. And now you got to slow the fuck down. You're pregnant and you.
I was like, how in the hell this happened? We don't have no kids together. How in the hell we taking care of somebody else's child, my nigga? Like, how does this happen? I was like, I didn't sign up for this. I didn't sign up to be a basketball mom.
Oh, Jesus Christ. But I guarantee you, if anything happened and if he needed anything, he would definitely call, because if don't nobody else got him, you and Kavon got him. Mm-hmm. So that's how you look at it. A lot of times the kids know what they can consider shelter.
Yep.
They're
don't consider me no shelter no more, goddamn it, because I ain't got no money this time.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm broke this year.
You broke this year? I'm broke. Oh, Jesus. Well, you got quality time that's free.
Look here. That might be the problem. I was at practice too many damn times. I was like,
right, dog. Y'all had a kid that night. Right. Lord.
Y'all had a kid. No, we had. I don't know. Let me tell you something. I don't know how in the hell this damn boy was bigger than the both of us. Okay, he's a big boy, not fat wise, but I'm just saying tall. Like Juan 6'2", this little boy was like 6'3", 6'4", and he was like 18. So you know they like to eat. I was like, this don't make no. He gotta go. We had made spaghetti. Like, come on, my nigga. Like we out here.
Well, he was respectable, wasn't he?
Huh?
He was respectable. The only
he
thing
does have been.
But you got to remember, some kids are not. Some kids have the whole intention
but his ass also would have been outside. You got me fucked up, sir. You better find another room. You better go and mosey on over to another room if you ain't gonna have no respect for us.
Girl, I can't.
But I guess at that point, I was somebody's stepmother.
See, you unintentionally step parented. That's what I'm saying. This is exactly what I'm saying.
You can. I mean, is the father in the child's life? Because that would be the only reason why the child would be gravitating to another man as a father figure, because his ass ain't there. And if his ass ain't there, he ain't got no room to complain.
I know that's right. What's the best interest for the child?
Step the fuck up. Right? Step the fuck up. Because I know that's what your father would tell you to tell him. Step the fuck up.
Hello. Well, we already hit an hour. That was quick. This was a good one. I like this.
Look, and we was tired.
Girl. I'm still a little tired, but I'm all right. I gotta put my what they say, my big girl shoes on.
You gotta put your big girl drawers on.
My Saturday is bananas. I got a 50th birthday party to set up. I got a baby shower 2-tier cake to do. I have Dawn's twins events to do. I got a lot of shit to do.
Let me tell you something. First of all, it is motherfucking Memorial Day weekend.
I know. So I had to get all my coins before I catch a flight somewhere and be
exactly. I'm like, this bitch is not even gonna be here until Monday.
Girl, man, listen. That's why I kept saying, hold on, wait. Okay, as long as it's not Sunday or Monday, I still got time to get missing. And I noticed on my Facebook memory, 3 years ago, I was in Grand Turks. And I'm like, hey, you still in New York? What's going on? You slacking.
I ain't take no fucking vacation yet this year. I'm so pissed the fuck off. I don't know what to do with myself.
Girl, well, you was just sick, so you don't need to go nowhere.
That means, look, what does that mean? That means I got immunity.
But we appreciate everybody for watching. We definitely continue. We appreciate the continued support. If y'all don't already, follow us at Queens of NYC Podcast on Instagram and Facebook. Follow Rainbow Refreshers and One by Rainbow. Get your drinks and your lovely massage, because yes, she is a masseuse as well. If you don't already know, yes, I'm an event planner. I am a treat maker. I do a little bit of everything under the sun. Follow me at Envious Creations.
Whatever you want, she got it.
Honey, that's why I'm tired now. You know, I've been putting a little bit too much on my plate, but I can't complain because
don't you hate when you be like, oh yeah, I could do that. Oh, I could do that. Oh God. And then when you look at the dates, you be like, shit, why did I do this to myself?
Absolutely. Also, if y'all not aware, 360 Photos is up and coming. Precious is getting that in place. So y'all gonna have a bunch of different things under our umbrella of us
the Queen, the NYC umbrella.
There you go. Of us offering. Stay tuned. We're gonna definitely try to stay as consistent as possible. We had a little hiccups these last couple weekends, but last couple Mondays. Unfortunately, family situations, people sick, but things happen, life happens, and we still here. So once again, definitely follow us. Tell a friend. If you want to become a sponsor, you have an upcoming business, definitely hit us up, and we'll help you out and tell you how to go about it. If you would like to be a guest on the show, please definitely hit us up on Queens of NYC at gmail.com. Also hit us up whether on Instagram or Facebook, Queens of NYC Podcast. No special asterisks. Just make it do, and we're here. We're gonna come up. I think we did kind of, enough parenting stuff, enough real shit. We gotta go back
to spicy life.
We gotta make it a little spicy. So next week we're gonna come up with something. As you know, this is our season 2. We came back. When we came back with season 2, we had the what was it?
BDSM.
There you go. So
BDSM.
There you go. So that was an interesting one, and we just, been moving forward. Then also follow all the rest of our shows on our platform. Rose Relaxation Hours from 9 to 10. We have Think and Grow with Yvette Green. With Yvette Green, we also have a new show on the network, which is Brooklyn of the Brown Table, which is actually 3 men. So if you have time, check us out. Of course, the Evening Rush Network on Wednesday with, of course, Rainbow.
It's not the Evening Rush Network. It's just the Evening Rush.
The Evening Rush.
The Evening Rush show.
Dawn,
Dawn and I don't know why his name is first. Dawn and Rainbow. Maybe because it sounds better. I don't know.
Lord,
it's a little catchier with Dawn and Rainbow than Rainbow and Dawn.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah, I'm gonna let him rock and keep his name first.
Jesus. Theo Back Fitness on Thursdays. Also, Sex, Love, and Alcohol. She's always spicy and turned up on Friday night.
Spicy as motherfucker.
Help you get your weekend started. If you don't already, download the app. The Evening Rush on is in your Play Store, the Apple Store, the Samsung, the Google Store, however the hell you put it. Download the app, catch all our
iOS, Android,
right.
Whichever one y'all got.
Man, listen, watch all the episodes you have, and then we will be back next Monday. If y'all want to holler at us, definitely holler at us, and we will see y'all next Monday. Later, y'all.
Peace. Take us out,
let's
Dawn.
go. What we doing?
Take us out, Dawn.
Oh.